That translation is not preferable, I would say. Your throne is a throne of God. No, much easier is it addressing the Messiah as God in a messianic sense. That would be agreed by most people. Your throne, or God, God Messiah. He's being called God there in a messianic sense, as was Moses also, and that's not impossible. Your throne is God is very strange, of mystical language. So appealing to this person, your throne, oh Messiah God, God Messiah, the NAB, the Roman Catholic translation has a footnote there. God in a messianic sense is the easiest way to render that. Your throne, oh Messiah God, stands forever. Your royal scepter, talking about the Messiah, is a scepter for justice in the coming kingdom. You've loved justice and you hate wrongdoing. Therefore, God, that's the one God, who is your God, the God of the Messiah, has anointed you. This is messianic stuff. A representative, you see, can be as the sponsor's person, but a representative models what his father wants done and goes out and speaks for his father. Try that model reading the New Testament. Jesus is forever saying, I'm not God, I'm the Son of God. That's what he says. They'll accuse him wrongly, of course, and people tend to believe what those very angry and disturbed Jews believed. No, you don't want to take them as speakers of the truth. Jesus is the one who said, I am the Son of God in John 10, and I'm always doing what my Father intended. All the words of my Father are coming through my mouth. I'm perfectly doing his will. That's agency. The Hebrew word shaliach, one sent as an agent. Alas, that very Hebraic idea became turned into a Trinitarian idea, binitarian to begin with, and that is a fatal loss of the Hebraic sense of the Bible. It's a Jewish book. Jesus was a Jew. Is it surprising that he would have the Jewish creed? Of course not. To say that Paul or Jesus had something other than the great Shema, the Jewish creed, is to say, well, I think Paul drove a Camry or had so sort of software on his computer. It's historically inept to imagine that. All real scholars know that Jesus was a Jew reciting and affirming the Shema, agreeing with a fellow Jew. That ought to be absolutely plain to everybody. So yes, Moses was to be God to Pharaoh. Why not? As God, it says, and actually God to Pharaoh. Doesn't mean, of course, that Moses was God. The Jews themselves report that Moses was a God. He was divine in some sense, as representing the one God. This isn't difficult until the church threatens you with excommunication if you question it. It's a rather frightening form of groupthink, terrifying autocracy by which the tradition of the church overwhelms people. People say, well, my pastor has got it, must got it right. Not necessarily. Your pastor may not have studied this fully. So you stay with John 17:3. You, Father, are, again, I'm giving you the Greek with the modern Greek pronunciation. Sounds pretty. Ormonos, alithnos theos, the only genuine God. Alithnos means genuine, real rather than fake. You're the only non-fake God there is. And you're to believe in Jesus Messiah for your faith, the one whom God sent or commissioned.